What's up, what's up, what's up? It's Raging Crow, that guy with the fro.
And I'm Rocket Brown, and it's time to get down.
We're talking about level design and how characters in the 2D awesome Sonic era should interact when it comes to level design. And I kind of touched on it last video, but, you know.
We're not just talking about the classic 90s, we're talking about 2D games in general. So this could apply to Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy as well.
And now, if you wanted, we could talk about how other characters from the 3D world should act in a classic environment of 2D-ness.
Chaotix.
Shadow.
Yeah. I've seen Shadow work a bunch of times.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to talk about here today, how those characters will interact in a 2D environment. And, you know, I would have talked about it, but he reminded me we got to do that in a separate video because I don't read the notes for these things. I just talk. I yell at you and tell you that I hate everything you like. I try to crush your hopes and dreams.
Yo.
I mean, we're friends, right, though? We're friends. Yay.
So, back to Sonics. Back to Sonic. So far, Sonic himself has stayed, honestly, the three Knuckles is the definitive Sonic. I would say either Advance or Sonic 3 and Knuckles is a definitive Sonic 2D style.
Yeah, and
Or hell, I think Advance 2, I think the way Sonic handled, just not paying attention to level design, but the way Sonic handled, I think was even improved from 3 and Knuckles, because Sonic Advance 2, they were able to implement the way even his modern move in a way that it wasn't broken. Because the way they handled the homing attack and the insta-shield was when Sonic was by himself, he would use the insta-shield, and then when he was like close in enemy range, he would use his homing attack.
Right.
So it wasn't abused all the way. Not only that, but he also had those, like when you press the L and R triggers, he would do like this double jump when he launched off the springs and ramps and stuff. And also had rail riding and stuff. And so all that I think was good. Honestly, I think if Advance 2 had just more balanced level design, I think that would have been perfect for Sonic.
Sonic, the character Sonic, as he would interact in a 2D world, you can have a lot more liberties with.
Yeah.
Because, like we said before, he's all about speed, with a good mix of platforming. So, you know, you could have really cool sections, and a lot of the Game Gear games did this, where they'd have, like, little interesting gimmicks.
Yeah, hell, the Game Gear games was able to got that right.
Yeah.
The balance, the speed, and I think a lot of because they knew that the control wasn't the same as the Genesis game, they were able to make it so the speed and the platforming senses were implemented together pretty well. Like I remember the Jungle Zone in Sonic 1, there were like sections where Sonic had to run, had to roll on a log to get through the water. That was pretty tight. I thought that was a neat way to implement Sonic speed.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you want to make a Sonic style level, definitely be creative. You can obviously afford to be creative here. You're not shackled. So, you know, you could have cool rail grinding sections, snowboard sections, rollerblade sections. You could do whatever you want in that one as long as it shows off Sonic.
Or grail grinding. Grail grinding is cool.
Grail grinding, I don't know what that means. I tried. I give up. But
unless don't be modern dimps, just put speed boosters everywhere.
Because, yeah, speed boosts are fun, but the thing about it is if you got, like, 50 for each level...
if you got 5 on the same plane of grass, that's... like, literally, there's a section in man...
You have the clip. You got to find the clip for this. I want to see this clip.
Here, I will record it myself, because literally when this happened in episode 2, I had to go back and just say, did that just happen?
So you're seeing what he's talking about, ladies and gentlemen. You're seeing it. You are so
you're going to see it, because it was literally, I was in an oil plant zone in episode 2, and it was literally a ramp. It was a big ramp, and it was 5 speed boosters going up and 5 speed boosters going down. And I was just like, what?
Because
And I'm just like,
cool.
and I had to stop and just walk back just to look up and say, those are really there. Like literally, Sonic. I saw it. I just see Sonic just going like, what the fuck?
I don't need that much help, guys. Come on.
I thought Sonic right. I was handicapped there. I didn't even use my feet.
Say that again. Hold up. Pause for a sec, Jerry. Stop touching the mic.
Oh, I said even Sonic. I wasn't even that handicapped in Sonic Riders, and I didn't even use my damn feet.
Oh, God damn it. Sonic Riders, fuck you. But that's Sonic. Definitely feel free to be creative. Keep in mind of the speed sections. Definitely have a lot more of jumping sections that the other characters can't reach because he's the best jumper. You can use Insta-Shield, use the homing attack to your advantage. Like, that's how he'll handle. We should talk about Tails next because Tails is very interesting.
Tails, I think is just he's one of those characters where he's one of those flexible characters, just the way his character is designed, where he's an athlete, but he's also a smart guy. Because in Sonic 2, not only was he the player 2, but he was also the one flying the plane.
Yep.
So he could, and I think that was my main problem with Adventure 2, was that they only limited him to the mech thing.
Right,
like
right.
They could have had him doing the speed sections like Sonic and the mech things like Eggman, and that would have made him a more unique character in that game.
But as far as the 2 games are concerned, we already established that Tails can fly planes. So this hasn't, I don't think this has been done yet, has it?
What?
Putting him flying, like you control him flying in a 2D game? Like a plane?
Not like a shoot. Like I'm thinking more of like shoot 'em, like side-scrolling shooter levels.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Has that even been done yet?
Nope.
Then do that, guys.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying.
The most we've gotten was you could control Tails playing in the special stages in Advance 3. That's about it.
Like, Tails, if you're just doing basic running sections, obviously implement his flying. He should be able to get up to places that Sonic never could. So that means you could throw in a lot of cool secrets. If you want to throw in the entrance to special stages, different level areas, you can do that. But if you want to totally get creative with Tails and you want to do something really different, implement that plane. Implement some cool tech that he made.
Hell, all those gizmos from Tails Adventures.
Which probably none of you have played, but yeah.
Unless you have the Gems collection.
Yeah, which you probably don't. Not gonna lie, seeing Gems collection, there really wasn't much incentive to buy it except the fact that I'm a Sonic fan and I'm stupid.
Well, there's Sonic CD and Sonic R.
Yeah, and that's it. You really
Vector Man.
Sonic but Vector Man's on Mega Collection.
No, Vector Man's on Gems as well.
Yeah, but
Vector Man and Vector Man 2. They didn't have Vector Man 2.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Or I could just buy the cart.
No one sells the cart. But yeah, it's
implement that plane, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
Then you got Knuckles.
Okay, Knuckles is interesting because he will probably obviously you could have some speed sections with him and have fun with it, but his section should be slow.
Yeah.
Implement those claws, implement the climbing sections, implement the flying. He should definitely be his levels should definitely be a lot more dangerous in the fact it's like, okay, I got to fly over this gap. If I don't get the right timing on my jump, I will fall and get hurt. Right. I think Marble Garden is a really good example when you play it as Knuckles because there's a lot of really intense sections where you got to climb up and hop between and avoid the spiky parts.
Yeah, Marble Garden, Mushroom Hill Zone, a lot of sections in Hydrosity.
Mm-hmm. That's how Knuckles should be playing. Slower, but Knuckles could honestly play like a more basic platformer if you think about it. But
not too basic, but
not too basic. Oh dear God, no, because then you take the fun out of it. But you could definitely tone his sections down a little bit more.
Slightly on the level of Game Gear Sonic platforming, but not too much.
Yeah. He should not have Sonic's levels in Sonic 3. Put it that way. And if you played Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and you've seen Knuckles' sections, very different, very interesting.
Yeah.
And that's how they should be.
Mm-hmm.
Amy,
I think Amy, they got her right. They had something going at Advance 1. I think they got her a little better at Advance 2 because she could roll. Like, she could roll into a ball and stuff. And then, but she was still capable of using her hammer to get to places and stuff, which I'm glad they kept in Advance 2.
Yeah, I don't see why they would get rid of the hammer.
Don't get rid of
her hammer. There's so many cool applications that you can use it for.
Yeah, I remember I was playing this one a game called Hammering Harry. It's a very old NES game. I was thinking of the ways that Amy could implement her hammer. Like, she could use it to block projectiles. She could spin around. She could hit the floor and cause earthquakes and stuff.
Yep.
So yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
With her, you could kind of have a level up system like of her weapons.
I actually didn't think about that. Didn't think about that.
Yeah. So with Amy, you could have an entirely different style of Sonic game altogether, and you can really get creative with it. You could have like, okay, first thing her hammer does besides help her jump higher is like, basic strikes. Then you could have like Sonic Generations, what they did with her doing when you had to race her spinning around with the hammer. So you could totally have her do that as like a technique that you can learn. Or, the Earthquaker that, you have to, maybe it's like an energy bar.
Or
do the earthquake move or something like that.
I know one guy on Retro, he actually put Amy from Advance 1 in Sonic 1. And that was actually a very interesting experience playing that game. Just implementing all of Amy's moves to get through the first Sonic game levels, especially in Marble Garden stuff.
Right.
You can take a lot of shortcuts with her hammer jump.
Right.
And it was cool. I think Amy fit better in Sonic 1 than Sonic did, actually.
And you mean Marble Zone, not Marble Garden, right?
Yeah, Marble Zone, that's what I said.
No, you said Marble Garden.
Oh, my bad.
But, yeah, Amy is actually a character that you can actually, I think she could probably be the one that you could have the most fun with if you want to design a game around Amy, specifically. Because since, they've only done so much with her. Like,
only in the advanced games and the adventure.
Exactly. And the roof is still really high, Like, if they did it right, he would probably be my favorite character to use outside of Knuckles. Now, Amy should not have super speed Sonic sections. Let's keep that in mind. The character should not nearly be as fast as Sonic.
No, she should be, you can at least give her a super peel-out. I think that would be a good way of giving her some type of speed.
I can't, wait, why would you give her a super peel-out? That's weird.
No, like if you're not going to let her roll into a ball, then just like she could rev up her feet. Obviously, it wouldn't be to the same.
Maybe take a three-point stance.
Something like that.
You on the floor, like hands and feet, like when the running position, like when they're doing
I know what you're talking about. Just say something that
short bursts.
Oh, that'll work too.
Like a short speed burst, a very short one.
So
like you won't be just like, oh god, I can't get up this goddamn loop-de-loop.
Yeah, and I think Advance 2 also introduced Cream the Rabbit, which was pretty much the easy mode of the game.
Yeah, if you're gonna do a Cream the Rabbit game, honestly.
Well, here's the thing: since she has
that has a Chao.
Yeah. Because if you're gonna give her the Chao, then you can actually give her some. Besides the freaking broken homing attack thing that the Chao has,
right?
The Chao absolutely breaks that game. But I was just saying, you can actually give her some chaos control abilities, just because the Chao are like baby chaos and whatnot.
No, I'm gonna say don't do that. If you use that voice, don't do that. That's a not great idea. No.